Okay, let's begin. Topic 9. Can we read that out loudly together, everyone? Want to go? Right. Just a moment. Peer pressure. Peer pressure. The question is, what is peer pressure? What is peer pressure? I want to start the lecture by saying this. No man is an island. This is an English idiom. No man is an island. Okay? What does that mean? No man is an island. Who can tell me? Who can try? No man is an island. Can you guess? Anyone? What does it mean? No man is an island. Yeah, tell me. What does it mean?
No one can be alone.
Perfect. No one is alone. Nobody. Nobody. So it simply means that as humans, we survive by association. Okay? Association, which includes relationship, friendship, family, etc. Okay? So every human being is entangled with these three. Okay? Everyone. Relationship here is, it could be relationship between two people, a boy and a girl. It could be a relationship between a boy and a boy. It could be a relationship between a girl, two girls, right? Okay? And in relationship, that's where we have best friends. Okay? So you have best friends. You see, some people, like I have a friend, one of my friends, she said her best friend, they've been friends for over 38 years. And then I asked her, how old are you? And she said she is just 42. So meaning she became friends with her best friend at the age of 5. Alright? The friendship lasted for so long. When it was time to go to college, both of them went to the same college in America. They had to, apply for, to study in the States. They went to the same college from Korea to the US. They studied together. They graduated at the same time. They came back to South Korea at the same time, and all of that. So that's what friendship could be. That's what relationship. This has outgrown friendship. This has become a relationship. It's become a lifestyle. To some people, she could sometimes call her sister. Alright? Because that friendship has lasted, it's been through thick and thin. Right? Being through thick and thin means the relationship has stood the test of time. Alright? It's lasted for a very long time. And then friendship, friendship is built, it could be something that you just met someone and you just became friends, right? All of these things, and family, on the other hand, of course, you know what family is. All of these things form what we call peer pressure. Okay? And then now, I'm going to digress a little bit. Just listen very well. There's something we call individualism and collectivism. Let's say it together, collectivism. Shija, collectivism. Collectivism simply means the act of working collectively together. Okay? And then individualism means the act of behaving or doing things individually. And South Korea has a special culture that is tied to collectivism. Most times, Korean people cannot do anything without collectivism. That's why you don't take major decisions without saying it to your parents, without contacting your parents, without telling your parents first, right? So decisions about what kind of schools you have to go to is not individual. You have to discuss with your parents. Decisions about buying, even owning pets, to the list of owning pets, buying pets, is collective, all right? I was having a conversation with one of my students, and he said they raised a pet for over 15 years. And then suddenly the pet became sick. And the doctor said they have to spend 8 million won. 8 million won for surgery. 8 million won. So he said, let's just let the dog die. I can't spend this huge amount of money just to treat the dog. When he said that in the family, in his family. When he said that, his son, he has two sons, his older son started crying. And he was embarrassed. He asked the older son, why did you cry? And he said, the dog has lived with us for 15 years, means that the dog is part of the family. So if I am to go to the hospital, you can't spend 8 million for my surgery. That's what the son asked to the dad. And then the dad said he felt really touched. So he went away. And then after a few days, he called back the meeting and asked for their opinion. What do you think? Should we go ahead and do the surgery? And they collectively accepted to do the surgery. That's what peer pressure is all about. So in any way you want to view it, peer pressure could be as a result of friendship, it could be as a result of relationship, it could be as a result of family influence. Okay? These are ways we can get peer pressures. Okay? Now let's take a look at the benefits and the drawbacks. Remember, I spoke about collectivism. And I spoke about individualism. And then I told you this is linked to peer pressure. Whereas these guys, individualism, they don't really have a lot of friends. So they make decisions themselves. Okay? This is attributed to people from the US and maybe somehow UK. Because they don't believe in collectivism. They don't ask anyone. They decide whatever they want to do themselves, alright? They don't consult anybody. So now let's take a look at the benefits and drawbacks of peer pressure. But before we dive into the benefits and drawbacks, please write down the definition of peer pressure. First, the word peer pressure is coined from two words, pairs, and then peer pressure. Let's find out what are pairs. Pairs are people who are part of the same social group. These are pairs, right? And then peer pressure on itself is the influence that pairs have on each other. The influence that pairs have on each other. Okay. So that being said, let's dive into the benefits and drawbacks. So think, anyone you can think of, just let me know, okay? Either benefits or drawbacks. But before we do that, please answer the one more question because of time. I would want us to finish up everything. So I'm gonna write the vocab on top. Answer the one more question and write down the vocab. Now let's, after that, we will talk about benefits. We brainstorm on the benefits and drawbacks. So, bear first. you're done writing, think about the benefits and drawbacks of decision making using peer pressure. Okay? Okay. So we're going to start from behind again. So any of them, if you have benefits, tell us the benefits. Okay? If you have drawbacks, tell us drawbacks. Okay, buddy, talk to us. Benefit or drawback? Hmm? Benefit, okay? What's the benefit? Okay. We can make an exact decision. He said we can make exact decision. Yes. Benefit or drawback? Drawback, tell us. Okay. Okay, some people cannot express their own opinion. Yes. Benefit or drawback? Drawback, what is that? Hmm? They can lose their individuality. Yes. Next, benefit or drawback? Hmm? What is the benefit? Okay. Possibility of achieving good results. Okay. Next, yes. Benefit or drawback? Drawback. Benefit. Yeah, what is it? Sharing. Sharing the product. Problems. Good. Hmm. Sharing There's a very famous English saying, okay, it's not an idiom, it's just a famous saying. Problem shared is half solved, right? You know that, right? Yeah, it's a good one. Yes? Benefits, yeah, what is that? Motivating other people's ability, right? Yeah. That's a very good point. Great. Yeah. Benefits of drawback. You can write this down in your brainstorming if you wish. Drawback. What is it? Some people could get what? Grumble. Oh. Yeah. Who else? Yes. Benefits of drawback. What is it? Too many ideas can lead to wrong decisions. Yes. Benefits of drawback. Benefits, what is it? Good. Great. Great. Wow, amazing. Good. So we have 5 benefits, and we have 4 drawbacks. The first, let's take a look at the benefits altogether. We can make exact decisions. Okay, that's true. Second one, possibility of achieving good results. There's a possibility of people achieving good results because two good heads is better than one. Okay? Two good heads is better, not two heads. Two heads are better than one, we used to say, but it's a wrong say. If you say two heads, what about two pebble? Two pebble heads, they are better than zero, they're better than nothing. Okay? So, but two good heads is better than one. Alright? So, possibility of achieving good results. Sharing the problem makes people feel better. Okay? That's the truth. When we share problems, we feel much better. Okay? Problem shared is half solved. Okay? When you bear your burden yourself, you feel very sad. But when you open up and share your problem with fair pressures, okay? Fair groups, maybe family or friends, it's always solved because they will give you solutions to solving it. The next one is motivating other people's ability. So we do that to motivate people's ability, right? And then almost everyone can agree with the decision. Let's take a look at the drawbacks. Some people cannot express their own opinion. That's true. Especially if it's fair, that's too many fairs. Okay? You can't sample everybody's opinion. So they sometimes make leadership. They sometimes say a few people should make decisions for everyone. Okay? Sometimes that decision made by the few people for everyone is not really the people's mind. But what can they do? They just accept. Alright? Just like, for example, in a country where the president and the lawmakers just decide what happens to everybody. Alright? Some people would agree with that and some people would detest that. The next one is they can lose their sense of individuality. That's true. Alright? When you keep following your peer pressures and decisions, you can lose your individuality. You can't decide for yourself. Okay? That's a big problem. Next, grumbling between or amongst people. Yeah. When the wrong decision is taken, eventually some people will begin to grumble. This is not right. Right? So grumbling. Next, too many contributing ideas can lead to wrong results. That's right. That's true. Okay? Sometimes when you are in trouble or when you're in trouble, you already know the solution. But when you sample your peer pressure, your friends, and they keep giving you wrong ideas, wrong ideas, they can confuse you. And you might accept their wrong ideas in place of your possible solution. Okay? And that might cause a big problem. So that's what it is. And then vocab, we have friendship, which is the emotions or conduct of friends. That's what friendship is. Okay? The emotions or emotional displays or conduct of a group of friends. Next is vote. Vote is a formal indication of a choice between two or more people. Okay? Joel, who are you voting to be the past president? Her. Or her. Then half of the class says her. Then half of the class says her. Okay? That's voting. Or maybe we can do it through balloting. That's when you do general elections. Next is group decision. It is a collective decision-making process by a group of people with similar interests. Collectivism. Okay? So I mentioned it earlier. And then opinion, a view or judgment formed about something, not necessarily based on fact or knowledge. Okay? So that will be the end of the class. You have a few minutes to